They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A huge play there right off the bat. 61 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fields now to throw.
Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Velus Jones.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. He's got him in, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Touchdown!
Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll cut him down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Prescott. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Fields on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On first down, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here's Fields.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Throwing again is Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They snap it to Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start by running the option to the right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Fields on third down.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
There's Mooney with another catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now it's Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chase Claypool,
26 yards.
And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied, this stage of the contest, boy. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. To throw is Fields.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On third and short, they'll try option left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Back to throw. Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Elliott running right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
10th carry now for Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott off play action. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 9, Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Able to find Kmet. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the option, here's Montgomery. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Running for it, Montgomery. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Prescott looks to throw right away.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Give them 18 on that one. And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Inside give to Elliott. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. To about the 48-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right.
And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one to the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Prescott to throw on 4th.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have moved out in front.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
From the 22, Prescott. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Hilton. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Taking it. Now Drake loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott on 1st down.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. Again, Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. To throw is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action now. Prescott. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 4th down, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now here's Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing for Dobbins on the crossing route. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is worth through 3 quarters. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of pop.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 3rd down, Elliott. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
Finding room at midfield.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Again, it's Elliott. And some room to roam now.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Jackson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Throwing, Jackson.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Well, probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So
15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott off play action. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Here's Tariq Woolen bringing it out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready, break.
Now Gino on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, check that, street. Ready.
Out of the gun, Smith.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Gino.
He completes this to Walker.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Again, Smith. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. From the 50, it's Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, here's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Geno now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Smith throwing again. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm, but he delivers it with confidence.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
18
They snap it to Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Play action now. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
They'll give to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Smith.
And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Geno. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Smith. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
19
Now Geno on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to go up top again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Smith. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. Downfield throw tip, but he still got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. Smith. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now a give here to Pollard. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Inside give to Elliott. To the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
10th carry now for Elliott. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. To throw is Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the option. 69 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Walker. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave it with a 3rd and 7. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers from the right hash. This from 33. Myers' kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker now on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down at 11. Now Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Prescott. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from Tom Dempsey range here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much...
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
First throw here in overtime for Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially put a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. They start on the ground with Elliott. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's good for a Cowboy. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Kill.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Prescott off play action. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Elliott running right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? He's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Elliott, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Jackson will throw again. Going for the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 31 yards. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson now. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. This is intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be.
You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Prescott on first down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 64 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. He's got a man, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, 39 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
From the 31, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Final play of the half. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very... He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. Oh, he bowls over it. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field again, CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Still going. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 26, Ravens 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Cowboys make over the first down position at around 17 yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Marr now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.